which is used for internal. It's like a profile page. Like you can create your own profile page to share the details with anyone in the in the organization actually. So that is nothing but your my site. So till now whatever we have seen is something which is common to all, right? And it can be like the content and different parts of the page, and all these things can anyone can change based on the roles and based on the access level you are providing, right? Which is a common part of page for everyone. Now there is something called my site. So what is my site here? My site is something which is actually used to represent yourself to outside world. You can see here when we actually gave some name, right? So these are some uh, NT roles which we have added to our system in user management, right? And you can see that it is like a link over here. Now what does it mean? First let us see what is a my site, right? Let me just log in with the guest one user. Yeah, fine. So I'm in guest one user now, which is I'm just taking an end user, like each and every user whoever is using the SharePoint in an organization, right? There can be any number of people, right? It can be like 1,000 or 2,000 or 3,000, doesn't matter. Each and every guy whoever have access to the SharePoint, right? They can create their own profile pages, right? The usage can be anything. It can be for himself to advertise or represent himself like in a page, giving all the details. It is same as as you have something called let us say you have a Facebook page, right? Like you mention each and every thing about yourself in Facebook in your profile page. The same thing based on the same pattern there is applied over here also, which is my site, where you actually you represent yourself with different things like what are your skills, right? Or what you are currently doing, how about the presentation, so how you whether you like it or not, so when is the meeting, if you comment on anything, how it is, if you tag anything, right? All these things will be noted upon on your my site page, right? So without delay, let me just go through my site. So guest one is here, right? So now when I am logged in with my guest one, I can see all these pages which are something which are it's a complete SharePoint page. Now let me open up the same page in separate tab, right? So that this is the SharePoint page, and I'll go here. So in if you click on drop down, right, you will have one link called my site, which is nothing but your personal home page. When I click on this, you can see here it will come out of the SharePoint page, which is site pages home, and it will actually enter into his own site called let me just give guest one, because he's trying to access his home page, right? So now it will come out of SharePoint, and now it is actually we're actually moving into the personal page of a guest one, right? Where we'll see what are the different things we have over there. You can see here, you can see the URL completely got changed, right? Info IT collection, we were here at some port, right? And now we are here, so where in direct directory we are here in our page. So each and every profile page, right? This is your profile page actually, right? This is your my site. So each and every profile page will be directly connected to your direct SharePoint sites, right? Where you don't need any port and all, right? But these things are something which are created by some site collections and website, right? And inside the website you have different sites and all. But my site is something which is directly connected to a direct SharePoint, where so for each and every user there will be one my site for him, right? We have seen guest one, right? If you go to admin again, if I go to admin, he'll be having separate my site again, right? He can create his own my site. Now here in my site there is a news feed anyway. So what is important here is you can see it gives a simple description of what exactly is a my site. You can add different people into your network. You can do that here. So here, as we have something called add friend in Facebook, here you have something called add colleague, right? You add your colleagues or across the projects or across the organization, who are, like LinkedIn, right? You can add your colleagues in the inside your organization into your network, right? And they'll be shown in your friends list or colleagues list, right? And you can share your interests, right? So what are the interests you have, right? What exactly is going on now? So everything, whatever you can do in a social networking site, right, you can do it here. But this will be exposed to the people who are actually using the this instance of SharePoint site, but it won't be exposed outside, right? And then a news feed. So whatever you do, so whatever activity you are doing, let us say you are actually tagging something, or you are liking some library or a list. I'll show you how to do that, right? So everything will be actually registered in your page actually, right? And whoever wants to, so I'll also show you how others can actually access your page. Access in the sense how they can see your page, like what exactly they can see and all, right? So now this is the simple simple three main important agenda for which my site or my profile site is there, right? Now this link, which is my profile, is a main page where you actually see the whole news feeds, all your colleagues, all your interests, right? Everything in here. It is like my profile is like your profile page where you define everything about yourself, right? Now you can see here it is as like as your social networking page, right? Where you can actually edit, uh, give all about your profiles, right? You can have your photo, right? So these details will be by default will be loaded, right? So these details I've actually mentioned it in my profile page. If you remember this, right, we have mentioned this in our profile where we have created these things, right? If you remember, which is guest 1, guest 2 and all, right? So guest 1 is directly related to guest 2. Here we have created that. You can see here guest 1 here, and actually in the organization guest 1 is related to something called guest 2, because guest 2 is a manager or higher level of guest 1. So let me log in with guest 2. So see what happens. Let me just sign as a different user, but I'll be in a same my site. Guest 2, guest 2. Right. Now can you see here we have created a hierarchy where guest 1 is a team member of guest 2 and person 1 is a manager of guest 2. You can see here we are at guest 2. You can see organization chart where your guest 1 is your subordinates, right? And your person 1 is your manager. So you can see all your organization chart, complete organization chart in your page, right? Anyways, let's move on to guest. Okay, let's stay here. Not a problem, right? So here what you can do is you can actually edit your profile. Let me just check it out what exactly you can provide this. But anyways, this networking page is completely professional page, right? It is it you anyone can access your my site, your profile pages, right? And basically whatsoever company is using SharePoint, right, they'll be using this my site as a main contact page for every colleague, every individual in the organization, because all your details will be fed in here. So whatever comment or whatever you do in this page, right, it will be exposed to the whole company. So that's how it's very important. So you can see here the basic details will be loaded as it is and you cannot change them, right? We just gave some random work phone, if you remember, in my profile page there, right? And you can mention about yourself, like, yeah, you can just say SharePoint developer, right? And you can just choose any picture you want, right? It's all very handy actually. It's all very handy where you can just browse up. Let's give anything here. Let me just give right, some page here. Right, some page, and ask me about like what anyone can ask, and mobile phone if you want to show. So these details again you can see contact information are very important. See, you can give each and every detail about this, because If you are not available, they can actually
Tina,
contact anyone. Yeah, yeah, Trupti.
to edit this page, you just click on edit profile page, right?
Uh, yeah. So to edit this page, you have direct information under your photo block here, which is edit my profile. Okay. If you
Right,
want to
right.
give it, if you want to give direct feed, you can mention here. So this is like your wall. So you're writing on your wall actually. So
Yeah.
whatever, yeah, you can just say
Just
this.
like the Facebook homepage, right?
Exactly, exactly. This is, yeah, exactly. Like just like a Facebook, you have this, but you have to use this completely in professional way, right? We can't use this as a
Right.
Facebook page. Yeah,
Personal, no.
yeah. This is, let's say, guest to, let's say, home. Yes, something. If you update here, everyone can see this updated page, right? Now, if you click on edit my profile, you are checking out something, right? And yeah, these contact informations, if you are working in a SharePoint organization, will give all these details, because if you are not here, at least your assist they can actually contact with your assistant. This assistant is nothing but, again, here your support. It can be your subordinate or a colleague, anyone, right? They just give as assistant, you can just give some guest one, right? So this will take it as a guest one is a guest two's assistant, right? And you have many details, like you can see skills and projects, like if you want to move. So these details the company will be using. If anyone in a company, right, if any other project, if there is a requirement of if there is any urgent requirement of a SharePoint developer, right, or any, like, or a Java developer, or C++ or anything, right, they can filter all the guys who knows the skills, so that if you mention that your skills here, SharePoint developer, right, comma, Java and all. So what happens is, you can just say show to everyone, like. So if a manager is filtering up everything, right, so they'll be getting your profile under him, and he may contact you for actually getting his job done, right? So these are all used for even and these pages, believe me guys, these pages are, some companies are using SharePoint for my profiles very rigorously. They completely depend on this profile pages to check out, each and every one should update their own details in SharePoint, right? And news feed settings, like what exactly. So whatever you write here, you to whom you want to show. Let us say you want to show only to your colleagues, only to your colleagues, in the sense, uh, whenever you add any guy, right, and if he's your colleague, so here in my side it is like colleague, it is not like friend, we call it as a colleague. And you say manager and team member. So manager and team member is nothing but your hierarchy, right? Anyways, let us say if you are a guest 2, your person 1 is a colleague, right? And also person 1 can be your manager. A guest 1 is a colleague and guest 1 can be your, so you can just mention any of them. Let's say everyone can see mine. And email notifications, yes, I want to get all the email. So whatsoever account you're logged in, right, so this account will be registered with your email in your company, right? So you'll be getting, whenever anyone comments on your post, or comments on your list, or comments on your library, whatever you have created, or tag, right, you will be getting an email, right? So that is email notifications. And workspaces is, again, if you create any blog post, if you create any keys, right, using this user, right, and if you want to notify that to anyone, these are all the activities which you can show to the outside world, right? So this as same as the profile page which you create in your social networking sites, right? That's saving close. Now each and everything
Each
of
and
you,
everything of you
of your
of
profile page, right?
your profile page, right?
Yeah, it seems someone
Yeah,
have
it
switched on
seems
mic.
someone have
There is
switched
a
on
echo
mic.
coming. Can you just
There is echo coming. Can you just
please?
please?
Yeah. Let me just save and close. Thank. Okay. One sec. SharePoint developer. Yeah, and just give assistant as. Let me just give Sam assistant. Oh no, not Sam. You can just save it close. Yeah, we got saved now. Now everyone can see your about me right now. Now below this, if below this you have something called, you can see assistant. So whomsoever you add as an assistant, right, you can see here. So if guest 2, if you are not available, at least people can access guest 1. Now when I click on guest 1, right, you can see, so when I click on any sort of this link, so now you can understand, when I go to RSS feed site, right, we have entered something. So when I click on guest 2, let me just go to admin now and RSS feed site. You can see guest 2, right, we have created a guest 2 page. Let me open this page. So when you click on any link, right, it will take you, so now it is asking for credential. Let me give an admin, right. You can see guest 2's profile page, whatever he has changed, and you can see what is the organization he's working on, the complete organization, and so whatsoever he has updated, right, he can see it in live, right. So this says these guest 2 home. Now I'm in admin, right. You can just go back to your site, which is, now you can see guest 2 can see guest 1's profile, but guest 1 is not, updated his profile, so he'll get the basic details of what guest 1 is like, what is his organization chart and all, right. We'll get to each and every detail now. And then, so if you just update something, right, home at new outlet, right, just update this, right, so your profile will be updated as soon as you update there, right. So now you can see this is non-editable. Why? Because admin is accessing, some other guy is trying to access here, right. So here you can see the option called add as a colleague, right. So when you actually log into your profile page, you will see as a edit my profile, right, because this is your home page. If you are trying to, if anyone is trying to access any other guys, right, you can just say add as a colleague, right. When you add him as a colleague, now obviously, which means you are actually asking him to join in his network, right. Just say add to my team. No, he is not my team member. I just want to add him, right, and show to everyone that I have added him. As we added colleague, you will be able to see activities by guest 2 in the news feed. Now I'll show you where actually that thing will be coming. Right now you can see this guy is your, you can just go to colleagues here. We have a tab of colleagues. Now you can see that guest 1 is a colleague, direct colleague, right. Now now here, so under this one thing, so these tabs, let's understand what are these tabs here, right. So so overview is nothing but whatever you do, right, whatever you do in across the whole this SharePoint instance, which is the SharePoint, the here host is, the host name is Srinath, which is one instance of your SharePoint. Whatever you do across the SharePoint, these activities, right, it will be shown in your overviews. Like this is also called as a quick news feed. Everything will be coming up here. Like if you just say update any record, right, update any record, and if you want to actually show that to him, so that to everyone, you can do that. So these are the overviews which you are doing something. So let me just go to guest 2 here, which is signed as a definite user, guest 2 and guest 2, right. Okay, we don't have, let me give access to him. Okay, what is the disturbance? One sec. Okay, is it fine now? Yeah, okay. Okay, so guest 2 can access my site now, right. Now let us say I'm selecting this, right, I'm selecting this. So now you can see when I select one tag, right, you have something called I like it and tag notes, which means you are actually doing something, which is if I click on I like it, right, which means, so this page, this you have liked this, like let us say this course content, you liked somehow that, yeah, if this is the course content in the whole course list, then I hope I can use this course content for my job. That's why you just said yes, I like. Let's go back and say what happened, and I refresh this, right. So it will come to something called Let me just go to content. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Those are tags and notes. So whenever you tag anything, you have just tagged your shift stuff, right? You can see here, I like it, right? Because so he liked the Java one, right? That's why you can see the whole feed here, where he has noted that Java he liked it just now. And now, if you want to see the post which he have liked it, right? You can just click on that tag Java. When you click on this, it will take you to the same post again directly. Okay, this is the one which this guy have liked, and you can just see, okay, why you have liked. You can just read, because the content of your list will be so big, right? You can just go through each and every part. Let's go back, right? And you can also actually tag something and give a notes. For that you can do this tags and notes, right? Click on that. If you click on tags and notes, right, you can see, so he said I like it, and just say this is useful for Java development, something, right? Something here, right? And just say, you can say here where is the private or X is public, anyways, right? Let's say I want it to be complete public. Save it up. Yeah, go back here, refresh this page. Yeah, you can see the whole tag. So these are again, so this is nothing but your live feed here, right? Let me just go back to here, guest 2 and tags and notes, right? So I'm logged in with my admin now, right? You can see, so everything whatever he is doing, like he says I like it, right? This is useful for Java development. So this is the live feed which we are getting from guest 2, where we are checking it out in tags and notes. Tagging is, if you tag it as a I like it, it shows I like it, and notes is not something which is, he's just saying what exactly is happening here, right? So that's how we can see it in this page. Now when you click on organization, right, this tab is something where you can see all your organization structure, like who is your manager, or who is your child, team member. You can see all of them. You can see here it's a guest 2, right, where, so it is loading up here, anyways. The immediate guy who is below him is guest 1. In the same way, if you log in with some other user, right, if you log in with someone called person 2, let us say, right, let me just log in with person 2 here, person 2 and person 2, right? Okay, let me assign as a different user and say okay, I think person 2 don't have access to this site. Yes, that's why it is not loading. Okay, fine, not a problem. Let me just give first new person 2. Okay, that's why you can see whoever is able to access this site, only they can have you know let me just log in now, sign as a different user, person 2, person 2, right? Now you can see he's logged in with person 2 here, right? Access, go back here, let us say, yeah, now let me click on my site here, my profile, yeah, person 2. Now you can see when I go to organization, right, you can see here that person 2, we have tagged him person 2, the manager is Sam, and the immediate colleague is person 1. You can see person 2 tagged to person 1 here, right? Person 2 is tagged to person 1, right? You can see the complete organization, because as this guy don't have profile being created, that's why you cannot see him as a actual photo and all. Now if person 1 is logged in, right, he can see guest 2, and guest 2 has got profile, he can move on to guest 2 actually. So sign as different user, just say person 1 and person 1, again you have to add person onto your site. Click on OK. Right, now you can go and just refresh this up. Just go back to your site again, which is your site here, and just say sign as different user. On and click on my site here. Right, now go to my profile, right, person 1 here, and go to organization. So now you can see person 1 is connected to guest 2, and guest 2 have already configured his page. Right? So that is how you can see each and every your hierarchies profile in here. But as of now, as we don't have a complete tree structure of everyone, right? That's why you can see only one literal of your hierarchy. But basically this tree will be so big, like it will be horizontally and vertically and horizontally across the organization. You can see each and every people's profile page links actually, and it will show you how you are connected. So this is how you are connected to your immediate colleagues and above colleagues, right? So that the complete organization you can see under organization content here, right? Let me just log in as a guest 2 again, guest 2 and guest 2, right? Now let me just go back to 2522 page, which is my main site here, which is I'm logged in with my signed as different user, guest 2 and guest 2, right? And now go to my site. So now you are here in my profile, right? So now this organization is something where you can see the complete hierarchy of your team. Let's go to content. Right, now in content you can see whatsoever we create, right? If you are creating some libraries or pictures, so whatsoever you are creating, it will be completely shown over here, right? My site and shared documents. So what are the shared documents you have created? So wherever we have created a document, right, you can see it here actually. Info IT, so we have used guest 2 to create so many things in info IT, corp IT collection, RSS feed, info IT. You can get all the details wherever you have created everything actually, right? Each and every detail, because as we have deleted so many sites, right, we don't have corp on call, you don't have something called corp IT collection, right? So but that will be registered over here. So this can happen when the site was there, and whatever guests to have worked on, right, everything will be as actually logged on this user's name in SharePoint database, right? And whatever he will be doing, right, will be actually shown in the content part, right? Even the other guy which is here, so from admin, if I want to see the content, right, again, if a admin is a higher authority of guest 2, he can actually see what he is actually doing, right? He'll be able to see. But if he is a lower guy, like if he is below this hierarchy of guest 2, right, he may not be able to see the all the content of this guy. You can see here, he can see all the things. As of now, as everything is been deleted by us, right, so he says that there are no items to view. But if he does anything with his creating a new sites and doing some tasks, right, it will be shown here, right? So that is nothing but the content part. You can see different things being popular over here itself, right? And in the same way, you have tags and notes, where you can see all the tagging part and notes part. If he is creating any interest on anything, you can see the live feed, and the same live feed will be actually shown to whoever is actually added him as a colleague, right? And then you can see colleagues. Again, we have seen colleagues where it will give you the complete hierarchy of colleagues, right? Where guest 2, if you can see guest 2, right, so guest 2 is completely related with guest 1, person 1 and person 2, let us say. Anyways, it seems we haven't added Sam, right? That's why we are getting the complete hierarchy of them. And here, if you want to add someone, right, you can add someone here directly. If you want to add a colleague, just click on colleague and say Sam, someone you know, right? and just say yes, I want to add to my team, yes, and just say okay. It will be added up to your okay. We haven't created a SAM profile, that's why it was not coming, right? You can, if you have got a profile, we have seen in our previous class how to create a profile, right? We have created a profile for these guys, that's why we are able to see them in my site, right? If you don't have any profile, right, we will not be able to create him as a colleague or something. That's why in this organization structure we can't see Sam as a different profile, right? Yeah. Yeah, so you can see all your colleagues and different guys over here. Now let's go to memberships here. Membership is it will come in membership, right? When you actually assign some roles or user permissions to this user, right? So that is nothing but a membership. So he has got membership on all these sites, which means he can actually go and work on these sites actually, right? Let us say we have info IT, we have created RSS feed site, right? You can just right click and open. Now if he has got a permission, he can directly go to the site and work on something. So that is nothing but a membership tab actually, right? So this is how you actually create a my site and how you configure. And if you want to see my content directly, right, you can just go to my content directly, right? My content actually give you the complete feed of your what exactly you are doing in across the sites, across all the sites wherever you have a membership, right? And if anyone else want to see content, right, they can see only on a content part anyways, right? So that's how it goes. Yeah. And then you have something called newsfeed. So whatever newsfeed is something which is like what actions you are doing. You are tagging on some list, or actually you're just commenting or something on commenting on something that yeah, you have to change this and all. Those things will be fed in your my newsfeed, right? And this find people will directly make you find people from here. Let me just go to my site here. You can just say guest 1, right, to find the people, right? So if you have a profile, right, if you have a profile in your SharePoint, then what it does is it will find out the people and actually get the things. Now you can see when I clicked on my content, you can see here it went to my content. So where whatever blogs, if you have created any blogs or if you have created shared documents, will be shown directly here, and you can actually make your changes here itself. You can see guest 1, this my site. Okay, there are no available sites it seems, as you have to give site Srinath and guest 1. Okay, my profile. Okay, so this part of this is used to actually because as our users are not completely tagged to NT, right? NT in the sense there will be a common server where your SharePoint will go and search for the user. And when you create a profile, it will go and actually search for a user which is both NT and logged in with your SharePoint server registered, right? But as we don't have, NT will be created once you have a network, right? But if you have a network, your NT user will be created, which will be registered with, which will also will be registered with your SharePoint server. Then you will be able to search. You will be able to use a search thing here, right? Where you can actually search for anyone if you want, and you can add them as a colleague for your this, right? Now you can see the same thing in organization browser, right? You can see under overview we have seen something called a button, which is organization browser. It will take you the complete hierarchy of what exactly you are. Again, as we have got a limited profiles here, you can see only the immediate guy being populated, but actually it will give you the complete picture when you actually get a more tree hierarchies, like in a big companies, right? So that is how we create our profiles. And where do we use profiles is, where do we actually who browses his profiles is, let us say you're on some site, right, which is you are working on some site where anyone adds your like let us say you are in here, which is a guest 2, right? So guest 2 is now in RSS feed site, right? And now if guest 2 want to check out who added this one, who added this J2W, right, I can directly click on, I mean if we have got a profile page, he can click on, and let us say guest 2 he want to see who added this, like click on open. So if he has got a profile, he can open this up, and you can contact this same person, and you can ask him why has I've added this and all, right? So this is how for mutual collaboration, right? Through networking pages, he can also do that, because if you don't have these my profile pages, right? So if you and one more thing, this site will be used by many guys, right? It won't be one person will be using this. There will be across teams of maybe 50 or maybe any number of people will be using the same site to upload something. Now if you want to keep a track of them, right, you should also have whoever added them. Here we are seeing only faculty, right? You can also see someone called created by, modified by, right? You can also add more columns, right? Even those things will be actually linked up with their profile pages, right? This is very important. Like if you want to actually uh, contact him, right, you should have something where you can actually contact him and just get the information what exactly is going on. So that's why we have this my site, and this my site is completely different from what we have seen, something called my blogs and my wikis, right? My blog and my wiki is something which is your personal thing, which is your right, it is your personal blogs and wikis, where what you are doing is are actually sharing your personal information in the form of some data, and you don't want anyone to touch those blogs. You just want more comments on them. So that is something which is a blog. And what is wiki is, wiki is a static kind of information which you are providing to market, and you are not expecting anything else. You just want to give the complete picture of what exactly is going on to the market. And your my profile is something which you are representing yourself to the complete organization. And if anyone want to actually browse on like what how exactly it is going on with you, you can do that. Let us say if any new meeting is going on, right, you can just you know mention your timings over here, that I'll be available here or not, so that the same feed will be sent to each and everyone, and they can check out their feed that okay, this person is coming and this person is not coming. You can do that from your this side. But you have to use this, because this as is completely accessible for everyone, right? So you should be more careful on using these network sites, right? Network page sites, right? So that is something which is my site in here, and which is again in parallel to blogs and wikis, we can create a my site for everyone. But anyways, my site is something which a individual have to create by themselves, right? No one will come to you to create a my site page or my profile page for them. They have to design their own my sites, right? But only thing is they may come up to you to get the access to this site. That's it. If they don't have access to instance of SharePoint, they can't create their profile pages. So that's why if there is any new person being joining in a company, right, so they'll definitely no they'll definitely go through something called induction, right? During induction process itself, you'll be getting a request to add him as a separate profile in SharePoint. Separate profile in the sense he'll be having a NT user, a same user will be actually treated as a separate profile. You have to create a separate profile so that you can actually map into the organization chart. So who exactly he is, right, and what is his roles and responsibilities, and to whom he'll be actually with whom he will be working on. So all these things will be actually tagged with a profile page, and you have to create your own profiles, and you can help them to create their profiles with them, right, by giving them access and all. So this is something which is a my site thing, right? And one more, I had a question yesterday actually, like in RSS feed. So not RSS feed, in designer. So are you guys able to install the designer part? It seems yesterday, Lakshmi, you had some issues with designer, right? Hello. You can just unmute yourself, because my side thing is done anyways. Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah. Hello.
Yeah, I was done with that. I installed MS Office 2010.
Okay. Okay. With 2010, you are able to do that.
I have done with that. Only the problem was that in Microsoft 2007, I was unable to find out 32-bit or 64-bit. So,
Okay, 2007. Okay, okay. Because 2010 is, I think it is not fully compatible with 64. It seems, right?
it's 32-bit 2010 professional. I downloaded that one and I downloaded Designer also.
Okay, okay. No issues, no issues. Okay, I was able
Yeah,
to download. Okay, fine. Sure. If you are able to work with the designer, that's fine actually. Because just use it as much as you can. Because designer, you will be using designer much more than your SharePoint in your real-time desk actually, right? If you are actually designing your pages, you'll be using that, right? But anyways, for content, anyways, you have to come back to your do your SharePoint again. Fine. Yeah. So that will be a
uh,
yeah, Lakshmi. Any
I
doubts in
didn't
the
work.
sorry?
No, I didn't work anything sooner. I have to try it down. I will try to do from tomorrow actually.
No, no, it's
Like
fine, it's fine, it's fine. So whatever you have just listened, if you have any doubts, you can just peep in, or you can try out whenever you get time. Not a problem, right? Fine then. So that will be all for today, right? And so this is a complete part of designing and something in SharePoint, right? So tomorrow let us understand the emailing part. Anyways, I have just given you overview, right? Tomorrow we'll just go through emailing part once again, right? Your SMTP part, and we'll see so where exactly we can actually see the emailing part of receiving, and how to set up them in incoming and outgoing stuff of emails, right? We'll see the SMTP part, which comes under administration tomorrow. Fine. So any doubts here, Mohammed, Trupti?
So far, no.
Yeah. Okay, you can just let me just share this video, right? And tomorrow let us see the SMTP part, which is very important. So tomorrow I'll show you how to configure incoming and outgoing email SMTPs using a server, right? If possible, I'll show you. I'll open my VM and I'll keep it open so that I can show you something on my server itself, right?
Okay, no problem.
Okay then, because I won't be able to send a mail exchange because as I don't have Exchange server in my VM, because Exchange servers will be only installed with the higher versions of servers, right? But I'll show you the complete configuration of everything. Okay.
Okay.
Okay then. So let's wind up here, and